we need to say this in advance. This segment is for fun. We don't intend to belittle the gravity of the situation in the Middle East. We're just making fun of Keir Starmer.
We also want the sausages back.
So the UK has a new government, for those of you who don't know, since July the 4th. And that means a new PM and a new foreign secretary. And it's 2.5 months now that they're very long. They're very long months. Anyway, they have some very serious proposals to make about how to end the conflict in Gaza. And here we have someone talking to Netanyahu says, Sir, some clown called Lammy is outside. He's demanding we ceasefire in return for some sausages.
Somehow I don't think that the Israelis are too keen on getting some sausages.
Right. So
there's a layer to this joke. It's quite
right.
funny.
So there's a layer here, because it's like the movies where you start with an event and then the whole movie goes on a flashback and says, okay, let us look at the events that led to this. So
David Lammy's entire career has been one long trajectory to getting sausages.
Right. So we had a very unfortunate press conference by Keir Starmer.
This was his party conference speech. This was meant to be the headline. I'm PM now at my event. Corral the troops.
Yeah.
And he just put his foot in his mouth.
And also, so imagine that if you care about being a leader of the party and being a leader of the country, and you're in that let's say event, you do care about what you're saying. You do care about your image.
That's if you're not a robot.
You're entirely enzoned. Yeah, aren't you?
You're wrapped. You're covered.
Yeah. So let's look at
linked to.
Let's look at
the surroundings.
Let's look at what he said here.
Call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. The return of the sausages.
So he's calling for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and the return of the sausages.
Do we all remember
he was just hungry?
Do you remember when Liz Truss was, God bless her, a bit hungover, and she decided to do a very excited speech on pork markets, cheese, and how it was a disgrace? She styled it out and made a meme out of it. I don't think Keir can pivot on the fly and is going to be able to live with one down.
Right. So I'm asking myself, what on earth was he on about? Because I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I want to see what he meant by sausages.
So I think Rachel Reeves was in the cabinet saying, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Keir Starmer turns, says breakfast.
So some people have given their interpretation of what was in Keir Starmer's mind. Maybe he was thinking about Star Wars, and they have here the meme. For those of you who don't listen, they're making a parody out of the Return of the Jedi, and they have the Return of the Sausages.
You have plumbed
sausages with lightsabers.
You've plumbed the depths of boomer Twitter for this segment.
It's not something that is beneath me, I must say. Right, we have more memes here. Return of the Sausages.
We are a serious podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly, yeah. We need to understand what the PM of the country was.
Someone said worst PM ever, spelled worst.
Hey, I made that pun.
Oh, I didn't realise, sorry.
But yeah, the funny thing about this and the important political pertinent thing is that this is the main thing coming out of the Labour Party conference. It's not they have serious ideas and they're very serious people. It's sausages.
Well, it's relentless corruption around Taylor Swift tickets and his wife allowing some gay Labour lord to buy her clothes like some sort of cuckold. The defence for said corruption. The party members, as of just recently, voting against the government's own motion to strip them of the winter fuel allowance, so their own base hate them, and now...
Here we see... No, please finish your sentence. I didn't mean to distract you.
That sausage looks interesting, doesn't it?
Please finish your sentence.
I feel slightly nauseous.
Why? You have the PM of the country dressed like Obi-Wan Kenobi yielding a light sausage. Yeah, what? But to add to your point...
It's rare I'm lost for words.
To add to your point, Josh, I think, yeah, that was the only thing that came out of that conference.
Especially when Labour's record on Israel and Gaza has not appeased either camps.
Yeah, but if you ask yourself, what else do they have in mind? Basically, freezing pensioners.
Battery farming foreigners.
Yes, calling far right anyone they disagree with, which is about 84% of the country right now. just alienating all the population, closing down pubs and calling them for closing down earlier. Just what else is it? They also, and this is I suffer from this policy that they're putting forward. They have scared the landlords somehow, and everyone who is a tenant right now is facing essentially a trouble because everyone who has apartments that they're renting to tenants, they have been scared by the things that Starmer is about to do, or he has caused panic, and now they're selling everything. So it's classic left-wing, stupidity. Oh, I'm gonna save the tenants. Yeah, by how? By making all the landlords sell their houses.
Well, they don't understand supply and demand, let alone basic economics, and so that this is bound to happen. But I would like to see Keir Starmer go back up on stage and sort of redeem himself by paraphrasing Yoda, saying, "Pigs lead to butchers, and butchers lead to sausages."
Speaking of paraphrasing Yoda, and Yoda was the teacher also of Luke Skywalker after Obi-Wan departed.
Yeah, Yoda's sort of like Tony Blair to Keir Starmer's Luke, isn't he?
We have yet another meme. Keir Starmer is close to Jabba the Hutt, yielding another light sausage.
I'm disappointed that Jabba the Hutt was not, of course, photoshopped to be Angela Rayner. But
should have given him some ginger hair.
Can someone explain? Or David Lammy? No, David Lammy would be Yoda because he's so wise. Can someone please explain to me why Star Wars has been brought into this?
I mean, it's just meme-worthy because
Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Sausages.
Yeah, Return of the Sausages. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, no, I understand the point of the joke. I just what is the relevance of Star Wars?
Because if he said the sausages strike back, people would make memes from the Empire Strikes Back.
That's his second speech, Stelios. He hasn't said that.
The sausages strike back. A new sausage, He's
going to announce
the Phantom Sausage.
That's the Tory Party conference.
Yeah, and then it's Attack of the Sausages. Revenge of the Sausages. No, Revenge of the Saxon Sausages or something, right? The Sausage Wars, exactly, yeah. So did he have dogs in mind? That's another question I have.
Potentially. Maybe there was... I mean...
We see a sausage here.
I imagine furries would be welcome at the
out.
Labour Party conference, to be fair. So maybe someone was like a sausage dog. Who knows?
Right. So, you know what I hate? Absolutely. I hate people presenting us with problems but not solutions. Now, there's a problem. You don't have Islander number 2, but I do have the solution. Here's Islander 2. And visit our website, Islander Merch, featured products. You can see our wonderful t-shirts. We have coffee mugs. Yeah, we also have all sorts of sizes for t-shirts. So it's small, medium, large, extra large, triple XL. You name it, we have it.
If you eat a lot of sausages, that's probably the size you're going to need.
Legal disclaimer, the larger shirts do not work as functioning parachutes.
Right, so there's something to ask about Keir Starmer's speech because it seems to me that it isn't particularly natural. It seems to me that...
You don't say.
Yes, Connor, exactly. So it seems to me that he is someone who is literally not rehearsing his speeches, and he just is constantly has a voice in mind telling him, now act emotionally.
Hang on, you're implying Keir Starmer has an inner monologue? I don't think he does.
I think Keir Starmer is basically a Dalek, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Tony Blair's Davros.
Yeah.
So we have here a meme saying, "Don't say sausages, don't say sausages." But honestly, just you're the leader of a country, okay? You're the leader of the UK, and you're in your party conference. You're leading the country, and you just are not in the zone. Just think of sausages when you're talking about hostages.
That is why you should never do public speaking on an empty stomach, right there.
Right. So here we have a very funny thing addressing some people's question whether he is reading from a teleprompter, and then we have.
It does sound like it.
Yeah.
I call again for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, the return of the sausages, the hostages, and a
For those of you who don't listen, we have a video to show a teleprompter and someone putting a sausage in front of the
Tom Cruise is looking a bit different there, isn't he?
Yeah. So he really must think about sausages. You see this, because honestly, yet again, I'm gonna repeat it, because you're a leader of the country. You're on a party conference. Everyone is looking at you. All Twitter is looking at you, and you're talking about sausages.
Mm-hmm. The funny thing is, his family are vegetarian as well, so they don't even eat meat.
Well, his wife's Jewish, isn't she?
So yeah, they're not kosher either.
Yeah.
They're pork. So it's the most haram food he could have thought of. He spends one day away from his wife, and he starts talking about sausages.
Here
Poor bloke.
we have another meme that I found very funny. It's one of those game show hosts, game show host
which you're dressed to present, Stelios.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It's one of those games when they ask people, and we have Keir Starmer being asked, how to face the Middle East crisis, and he says sausages.
Have you had a fun morning putting this together by any chance?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, why not? Yeah, but honestly, just imagine, because if you're a diplomat and you have power, and you try to get people on board, and you say, sit down, we need to have a meeting right now. And the meeting is gonna last some time.
Meeting, one might say.
So you need food and drink. So basically, say just bring the sausages. Maybe that's what he meant. We need to return sausages on the diplomatic table.
I'd like to think of them just flying over Palestine and Israel, just carpet bombing them with frankfurters and bratwursts.
Right. So now we may be looking upon the only popular policy of Keir Starmer, because essentially everyone is particularly feeling unwell that Greg's sausages are being under threat. So we have here the nation's favorite hostage rolls 4-pack. No one makes sausage rolls like we do. Yeah, exclusive to Labour.
Don't scroll down. That one's got its head cut off.
Yeah. So basically, people wouldn't have it. So there was massive rally here. We have here people outside of Greg's saying "Free the sausages." Carrying all these signs, "Free the sausages." So
they're just humanitarians. They're really concerned about our foreign aid budget being used correctly.
Keir Starmer found precisely what he needed in order to appeal popular, because his popularity was close to 16%, or 20 somewhere there. Mm-hmm. Now I think it's more. Mm-hmm. He won the Greg's vote with this,
winning back the red wall. Yeah.
Yeah, so now he's leading the movement, Sausage Lives Matter.
These are just getting terrible.
We have him
not even
kneeling in front of a plate of sausages with some lemon. Is that lemon?
That looks like onion.
That's, okay,
lemon.
Fried onions.
Average greasy man.
Yeah. That's the fry hard.
If you have a bit of fish, do you squeeze an onion over it? What are you, Shrek? Stelios just walks in eating an onion.
The fish
raw.
Don't cry, Josh. You don't want to put an onion in front of a fish. Why would you do that?
Can I please
Maybe
read
you
this?
Can't tell.
I need to read this super
They're
chat.
in water.
Today's podcast has proven that despite his claims of being a classical liberal, Stelios is in fact an anarchist.
I'm a sausagist. Here, Keir Starmer actually understands the vibes
Oh god, there's more links.
of society, right? And we have here, everyone is understanding him as the supreme leader by when he is wielding a wurst. There, have the supreme leader Keir.
I mean, to be fair,
All
he's got the
leader.
body type to be thinking of sausages a lot of the time. There, isn't
That's an update on the sausage situation. Yeah. Right. Now, I'm wondering what he eats, because you mentioned him as a vegetarian before. Maybe he doesn't eat meat, but I beg to differ.
Is this Haitian cuisine?
Yeah, he is going full Haitian general mode. So he asks him here, we asked 100 people, name something you cook on a barbecue, you said hostages. That's general barbecue from Haiti, just straightforwardly from there. Right, so, but you don't cook them alone. You need to have, the dish needs to have some seasoning and some things that you put it with. So maybe they say maybe it's beans and hostages.
Jokes are funnier the more you repeat them.
Yeah. For 15 gram dearly the limited edition.
I've never seen him that happy in a picture before, blimey.
Yeah,
He's
thinking
scary
about
when he
sausages.
smiles, isn't he?
Right. So we have the pun of a gentleman here who I don't know who he is.
Some loser, probably.
Yeah, but I think, Josh, do you want to read it out?
Some people have been grilling Keir Starmer, saying he's one of the worst prime ministers. To be frank, I think his speech was a banger.
Yeah, just tell us about Josh's puns. Yeah, were they good? Were they bad? Tell us what you think.
Spreading evil to the world.
Your Arnie's Mr. Freeze.
I mean, Mr. Freeze will have no mercy about the
sausage
situation.
dog.
He'll say, I'm afraid my condition has left me cold. Do you please of mercy?
Please of sausages.
Yes. Yeah, but honestly...
Always winterize your sausages, Stoke.
Oh, stay cool, sausage boy, or something. Connor, what do you think of Josh's pun?
I think all of this is going to be clipped out of context. Come back to haunt us.
Connor, what do you think of Josh's sausage puns? Do you like him?
Agonising, but yes.
It is agonising. That's the point. I'm spreading misery to the world. Of course,
Right, so
as
now...
usual.
You know, I really like movies about sausage negotiators, especially, you know, when you have, you know, Bruce Willis is playing in a lot of them. He's in position of sausage negotiation. And I've read books about how you negotiate about sausages to free them, because you need to establish a sort of reciprocal communication.
A link, one might say.
A psychological link. Yeah, with the captor of sausages, and you need to sort of, you know, you need to sort of convince them somehow.
Mm-hmm. Get them out of their bind. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So if Die Hard was shot with that, is it? I want the detonator, or I'm going to kill more sausages. That's from Die Hard 1. Yeah, that was a great movie. That was just
great Christmas movie.
A great action movie. Yeah, just,
it would have been better if it were about sausages.
Have you watched it?
Yes, I have watched it.
Did
I don't remember that line.
You don't, yeah. We have here another meme saying, yes, sir, he's barricaded himself in, he's taken 2 sausages.
Sam's genuinely coughing.
I mean, do you prefer DI police or that kind of police? You know, sausage negotiators.
I don't remember this part of Four Lions, to be honest.
Right. Now, there's a question here, because there's a spectre haunting British politics.
That last one.
The spectre of pork. And we have here, you know, a good meme. You know, we have Keir Starmer here with sausages.
Let them eat sausages, yeah.
Yeah, let them eat sausages. We have pork markets. We have Ed Miliband eating here something. I don't know what.
Bacon sandwich.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And we have David Cameron hugging a pig.
His university girlfriend.
I really don't know why.
Hey, we've all been to university.
Right, and so you don't go against Big Pig.
I remember this.
You don't go against Big Pig. And if Keir Starmer thinks he's going to go against Big Pig, he's going to ask, you know, what is the charge? Returning a sausage, a succulent sausage.
Do you know the original guy died recently, and apparently while he was in hospital on his deathbed, he asked for a sack of wine to be replacing his drip. So he had a whole sack of wine before he went out.
I really want to do the side by side of when he died and a photo of Keir Starmer and it's welcome back, whatever that guy's name was. You not seen those memes?
I'm sure I have.
Someone dies and is born on the same day, and they reincarnate. Yes.
But honestly, I mean, just think of it a bit, because I think that these 2.5 months have been absolutely horrendous.
Of course, yeah.
And you know, this is basically the only occasion we had of laughter. You know, just make fun of him. But still, things are very grim. And it has been disastrous 2.5 months. So usually you don't have parties that start in the first 2 months, they see their popularity rates plummeting. And this has happened here. There's no grace period for them. They have alienated everyone.
Well, it's because
ridiculous.
they're headed by a robot sausage man. That's why.
Yeah.
Like
but look on the bright side, boys. Things can only get better.
right at the end.
And on this, I think we...
It's a wrap. I hope you appreciated that segment from the podcast The Lotus Eaters, and if you want to see what else we're up to, you can follow Dan's series, Brokenomics. This time he's talking about the Witten. He's got lots of guests, definitely worth checking out. And if you want to see all the other stuff we're putting out, you can follow us on Twitter. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.